Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This is Living Colorado Springs and I am Alicia Armendariz. Today I'm going to be doing another neighborhood highlight, and this neighborhood in particular is The Farm. It definitely has this name, not only for its past history before it was being developed, but also just the look and feel that this neighborhood is trying to portray definitely gives it that farm feel. So if you have any questions over anything that I mentioned today, please feel free to reach out to me. I am a licensed broker, and I would love to help you with your real estate needs. And also, if you could, hit that subscribe button and bell so that you can get notified when I make new videos each week on everything that is Living Colorado Springs. So to begin, The Farm. The Farm is located on the north end of Colorado Springs, kind of right off of I-25 and Interquest, and then also I-25 and Voyager just to the north. Those are two main exits here in town that are kind of new. They're on the newer side in the past couple of years, and there's just been a lot of growth and a lot of development. So the fact that this community itself does sit right in between those two major exits, that's huge for you guys if you need to just get around town or if you need to be close to major shopping and just things to do. I-25 and Interquest, there is a ton of new development. That's commercial and residential, but more so you're going to find a ton of just restaurants and banks and movie theaters and bowling alleys and just things to do. There is a great Wolf Lodge in that area. And then we also, to the north off of I-25 and Voyager, we have a Top Golf and an indoor skydiving, an adult race course, kart race course, and a big Bass Pro Shop. And then again, just more and more new restaurants and just everyday kind of businesses and amenities. So the location for The Farm is superb in my opinion. And if you've been watching my videos, I'm not really a fan of the north end of town. No particular reason. I'm just a South Sider. I'm a Southwest Sider, always will be. But if I did have to live on the north end of Colorado Springs, The Farm would definitely be one of my favorites. Now, not only because of its location, being so close to such major shopping, the fact that it is in District 20, school-wise, you are in a great school district there. The Farm also just has a very warm, welcoming feel, and it's named The Farm because of its past history and the fact that the land used to be used as dairy farm. But now that we have 4 builders in that area, they all try and really stick to that modern farmhouse feel. So if you're not familiar with what a modern farmhouse home consists of, just expect to see a lot of stone, a lot of stucco on your exterior, even wood. Your interior is going to consist of possibly shiplap, darker wood finishes with your floor and your cabinets, even some whitewash on the brick. It's going to have very clean lines, a lot of the neutral colors, and then also the grays and whites. So that's kind of overall what to expect when you are looking online at kind of what is a modern farmhouse feel. And so definitely expect to see that run through this entire community. Like I said, that is definitely what the builders are trying to accomplish when keeping with The Farm. So with that being said though, we do have 4 builders. They're very well-known builders here in town that have homes for sale in The Farm. And this community is only a few years old. I'm gonna say maybe 3, 4 tops. It's a very, very new community. It's kind of popping up rather quickly, but it does have a lot going for it, not only with that location and being in the school district, but just the ability to customize your home. You don't have to go with the farm feel, but a lot of just people who like that trend obviously are going to be gravitating towards that neighborhood. Obviously these builders, they have their several models and several floor plans, and with a new build, if you've seen me talk about before, you can get really jazzy with some of your customizations. So you can definitely personalize some of those farm feels if that's not your thing, or you can just get really crazy with it if the modern farmhouse look is for you. The builders to expect out there are Vanguard Homes, Vantage Homes, Saddletree Homes, and then also Gretzman Homes. Gretzman is more of a semi-custom to custom versus Vanguard and Saddletree. They're a little bit more statewide, maybe a little bit more nationwide even known. But those are the 4 builders that you can expect out there. They do still have model homes that are available for you to view and walk through, or you can contact me and I can do a virtual showing for you and do a walkthrough. They do have some lots available. I will say for the most part, there are 7 phases of the community and the majority of those 7 have been completed, with a very lots here and there. And they also vary on price. With these homes, you can expect to see a minimum of 3,000 square feet up to probably around 5,000 square feet. And that's between all 4 builders. Are all going to have a minimum of 3,000 square feet in their homes. And those homes are probably going to look more around a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. All these homes do have the option of having 2 or 3-car, but at least a minimum that 3,000 square feet at 4-bed, 3-bath, 2-car garage. You're going to see a price point in the neighborhood that's going to range between $700,000 up to like $1.4 million. Right now, since it's 4th quarter and some of those available move-in homes that the builders are ready to just get off their books, we're starting to kind of see those be listed at around $670,000. But overall, I would say expect most of the lots and the homes to sell between that 700 to like high 800,000s. Like I said, the community does go into the millions, but obviously, depending on what you do when you're in the design center and what upgrades you want to make with a new build, it can get up there in price. I will say to expect that those homes that are on the 4,000 square foot and more, those are usually going to be a 5 to 6 bedroom and a 4 to 5 bathroom, and those are probably going to be around the mid 800s right now is what we're seeing. The community does have a community clubhouse, and it's called The Gathering. It's actually a very large facility. It has a outdoor swimming pool. It has a fitness center. It has actually a decent sized conference room if you needed to hold meetings or get-togethers. It does sit next to a big pond that you can use for shoreline fishing. You can take your kayak or canoe out to launch. It does have a large just gathering area and kind of a social setting area. This is the perfect area for you to go if you want to, just mingle with your neighbors, if you want to let the kiddos play, if you just want to check out the views of the mountains. This neighborhood as a whole does have amazing views of the mountains. There's not really anything between you and the interstate that is blocking your view of the mountains right now. You're not really close physically. Car-wise, yes, if you needed quick access to the interstate, you are very close. You just hop on Voyager and, go maybe 3-4 miles. But in reference to your physical home being close to the interstate, you're not. There's that Great Wolf Lodge that's out there, and then also a big Ent Bank corporate center. But otherwise, it's just open space that gives you access to just great views of the mountains. Because of where this community also sits on the north side, you are a bird's eye view away from Falcon Stadium, the Air Force Academy Stadium. So, if you want to go to Air Force Academy football games, if you want to look forward to the springtime in May when the cadets graduate and the Thunderbirds do their flyover, you got the best seat in the house. That is one of my favorite things to do as just a resident here in Colorado Springs, is go sit up somewhere on the north side of town, and usually off of Interquest and I-25, and just wait for the Thunderbirds to do their air show at the graduation. So super cool. If you buy a home in that area, you're going to have amazing access to viewing that show. This community is also really great because it does have 10 miles of trails that kind of wrap around the entire community. It goes to the clubhouse, the gathering space, and then also just into all the different little subdivisions of the farm. Now again, I do want to mention that this community does sit in District 20 here. Academy District 20 is one of our better school districts and is our biggest school district on the north side of town. But the farm has actually designated 15 acres right at the entrance of the community for a new school to be built. They haven't broken ground yet as of this date, but they do have it in the works that it will either be a elementary school or a middle school, and that's at the discretion of District 20. So hopefully as we see the neighborhood starting to be finished, all the phases and all the building, they can hopefully break ground on that school here soon. Well, there you go, you guys. There is just a touch on the farm here in Colorado Springs. Again, that is one of my favorite communities, just where it sits on the map, where it sits here in town, what it's close to, what it's going to be close to with all the new development we have coming, the builders in particular that are out there, some of my favorites. They have beautiful products. So if you have any questions over anything that I mentioned today, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you with your real estate needs. And again, if you could hit that subscribe button and bell to get notified when I make new videos each week on everything living Colorado Springs, I'd appreciate it. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.